Henny was plenty, you heard?
Yo, you sure you ready for this versus? He started early. He heard about it. He practiced from early, bro.
I don't know.
My man talking like a pimp right now.
Once I threw the hat on, you already know that. You know what I'm saying?
Effortless.
You know what I'm saying? You see the double lax, just relax.
Okay,
That's
heard
it.
that.
I usually don't resort to violence, but it's been an awkward silence. From the other side, I usually honk they sirens. We're giving an awful lot of mileage. But shit, I talk to God, and I was told that these were all assignments. Part of alignment with ourselves. Don't know that time is wealth. Stop sitting around and wonder where your time went. Fill yourself with knowledge till you shining. Focus on your health and help the blinded. These other motherfuckers blind. These other motherfuckers blinded. These other motherfuckers blind. These other motherfuckers blinded. These other motherfuckers blinded. They bind together with the enemy in hopes of bonding. But we don't need consignment when it comes to consequences. I don't find the sense in being friends with common con collectors who only care to explore us. Some cool, calm, but aggressive. These fuckers try to destroy us. We're too smart to be lesson. It's a lesson learned. Knowledge bring more stress, but less concern. Step to your turn. Never wait for your next. Go get your burn. I gotta work my flesh to the bone to get my earn. Why the next is born into the text? Who sets the terms? But fuck it, no time to complain, time to shine in the rain. Fuck it, let's ride and bang on the doors of these tyrant kings. I usually don't resort to violence, but it's been an awkward silence. From the other side, I usually honk they sirens. We're giving an awful lot of mileage. But shit, I talk to God, and I was told that these were all assignments. Part of alignment with ourselves. Don't know that time is wealth. Stop sitting around and wonder where your time went. Fill yourself with knowledge till you shining. Focus on your health and help the blinded. These other motherfuckers blind. These other motherfuckers blinded. These other motherfuckers blind. These other motherfuckers blinded. This perfect motherfucking timing. Earth a motherfucker try me, burn a tug beside me. I'll turn the sucker to salami. A pick step at my prop, I'm sorry, I throw him a party. They probably harm us cause we're weak, but are we? Homies form against us, but be pensive. We don't need the army. We are the army, though we seem defenseless. Fences round our brain, right here's going insane. This is the oppression, though it seems depressing. This our reality, remain calm. Casualties of war will be more, so we sing songs to bring the peace, but sometimes it ain't enough. You gotta rip niggas to pieces, no this ain't a bluff. Blood will pour. A nigga that's for sure, cause I swear these niggas ain't as tough. Hate will never trump the love, war will never sum it up. What the I usually don't resort to violence, but it's been an awkward silence. From the other side, I usually honk they sirens. We're giving an awful lot of mileage. But shit, I talk to God, and I was told that these were all assignments. Part of alignment with ourselves. Don't know that time is wealth. Stop sitting around and wonder where your time went. Fill yourself with knowledge till you shining. Focus on your health and help the blinded. These other motherfuckers blind. These other motherfuckers blinded. These other motherfuckers blind. These other motherfuckers blinded.
What's up, y'all? You already know it's your girl Evie. We back with another creator's journey. Tapping in with my boy K.Sims, Effortless Family in the building. Shout out Effortless Family in the back. You already know we gonna dive deep into that. I'm loving the vibe. Y'all doing what y'all doing right now. And y'all don't even know it yet. We gonna find out a little bit more about it. But you're not just an artist. You an entrepreneur. You a businessman. You moving right now.
A little bit of that. You know
Moving.
You know that.
Well, first and foremost, let's talk about who you are. Let them know who you are.
Word. This is K.Sims, man. Effortless Family. See that double lax, just relax. You feel what I'm saying? Same with the sis Evie and all that, man. You know.
You already know.
From uptown, Washington Heights. You know what I'm saying?
doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable. So this is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
And that's that. My man been talking like he a pimp since the minute he started.
Yeah,
And it's
you feel what I'm
effortless.
saying?
Honestly, I can say that
I left
from
the
off
feather at the
camera.
door. I left the feather at the door. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's
this
all it
man,
was.
yo, y'all better
Whoa.
be careful because Uptown coming real crazy. They coming different this year.
Whoa,
It's over.
whoa.
Yo, shout out
Heavy.
Airzy and T. It was Photo Ganza when I first saw you.
Heavy.
My man
Heavy.
took the energy from the room. There's not a lot of people that could do that. You know what I mean? Like I watch artists all day, every day. Shout out to all the artists I see. But like,
Appreciate that.
you know, it's rare to see somebody from
Appreciate
jump
that.
start getting
Appreciate
people
that.
pulling them in. You know what I mean? I was
Appreciate that.
from the
beginning to
moment.
end,
You know what I mean? And that's how you got to do it.
I appreciate
Has
that.
it always
yeah.
been like that? Do you feel like you struggled to
So-
get there, or
Nah,
was it effortless?
So I don't know, Church. I don't know. The doctor told me I was born with it, so I don't know if it was that, but it might have been or it might not have been. But personally, me, like I just be naturally, I just be moving around. Like if it feels good, I do, and just be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The energy just come natural. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I was just. You know what I'm saying? Diving in off the energy that was already in the room. The Photo Ganza was a smooth spot. So, you know what I'm saying? From beginning to
Turned
end,
it out.
that
You
shit
turned
was,
it out for
yeah,
sure.
that shit was cool. That
Yeah.
shit was smooth, man. I was having a good time. You know, that shit was fire. So, you feel me?
Speaking of Photo Ganza and your performance, because honestly, it was dope because it was like on a high. Everybody was going crazy.
Heavy.
And I think I thought you was about to come in, and you came with the bars, straight set the
Heavy. I
tone. It's
appreciate
more
that.
like a,
I
it's interesting
appreciate
because I
that.
feel like it's more like a trying to spit game, like
I
more of a like,
appreciate that.
there's depth to your music, and I
I
feel like
appreciate
that's extremely important, especially right now. So it's
appreciate that.
I gotta tell you, it's very noticeable. It's very like,
appreciate
yo,
that. I appreciate
I want to give you
that.
your flowers early because they
Heavy.
coming
I'll take
regardless.
them.
You
I'll
know
put
what
them
I
in my
mean?
back pocket.
Yo,
It's
that's
smooth. I appreciate
real.
that.
Yo, talk to me about Photo Ganza. So like you
Photo-
performed what, 3 songs?
Yeah, Photo Ganza was smooth, man. Photo Ganza, you know, it was real cool cause you know, sometimes, you know, you go to a space and, you know, everybody. So the whole thing about Photo Ganza too, the reason it was fire, the most reason it was fire to me is because everybody in there was on some artistry shit, and I appreciate that, you know. So I felt comfortable from the second I stepped in through the door to I stepped out. So my whole thing was, you know, like, I like being around creatives, you know what I'm saying? It was a smooth vibe from the beginning, like everybody was high energy, you know what I'm saying? And you know, on the low, I really knew you was an artist since I saw you. I was like, okay, so we good, we in the spot, we cooling. So yeah,
Gotta wear the
it was-
hats, you know how it go, yeah.
Photo Ganza was a great time to cross over and network, and it was a good vibe, man. Like, you know, everybody felt intentional. Everybody was in there just doing what they got to do and just giving. It was a reciprocal energy in there.
For
So
sure,
I was feeling that, and it was smooth. Like the same energy you was giving out, you was getting back. So I was appreciating that, man. Photo Ganza was definitely a smooth space to be cool and kicking back. And I felt comfortable, man. It was good.
I want to talk a little bit more about the songs you did at Photo Ganza because, you know, as much as I love it and it's amazing, we're definitely going to tap in, you know, for future ones because I'd love to have you there. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
At the
that.
end of the day, you
Appreciate
set the tone with your songs.
Appreciate
What was
that.
the first one that you did?
The first song I did was called Grasshopper.
Grasshopper.
You
Okay.
know, I like
Talk
the-
to me about it.
I like the pop opener, you know, whole situation with Grasshopper, cause you know, like I feel like Grasshopper is something like, cause you know, like the way that I built Grasshopper is kind of like it's sort of like a tailored outfit for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So the way that it's fire,
dope.
cause you know, like when in the beginning of music, you know, I did music for myself. But afterwards, I wanted to spread a love and a vibe that everybody could resonate and enjoy. So I did Grasshopper so that whoever is listening to it is able to take from it and dig deep within themselves to understand the words and connect it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted people to look outside the box and just dig deep inside of themselves to connect with the words as if they listening to it for them. You know what I'm saying? So Grasshopper is something to like open people up in a way that they start to feel like whatever the words are saying is directly towards them. So that's why I like Grasshopper, to kind of like get people comfortable, get people start thinking and get their minds to wander a little bit.
What made you choose
know what
that
I'm saying?
name?
Grasshopper, yeah.
Because the concept is dope. It's
Right.
deep. It's,
Yeah, if people check out the music videos up on YouTube and shit, Grasshopper, K.Sims and
check
shit.
that out.
It's actually me going back and forth with me. I'm sitting down in the video. It's kind of like a one-on-one therapy session with myself.
That's the old way?
Right, yeah, all the way. So the whole thing about it
video was
is,
great,
you know,
yeah.
the Grasshopper is me talking to myself, and it's my older self talking to my younger self, and giving myself advice. And Grasshopper came from the concept of Mr. Miyagi and when he told the young bull, like, yo, when you can snatch the pebble out my hand, you know what I'm saying? Then you can, you know what I'm saying?
That laser focus.
Young Grasshopper.
Yeah,
you
laser
feel what
focus,
I'm saying?
right.
So, you know, I kind of kicked it that way. So it was like talking to myself, like, you know, the chorus goes, you might think you smooth, you ain't smooth like me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like talking to my
you
younger
cool
self,
like
telling me you might think you got it all figured out, but deeper down the line, it's going to be some things that's going to split your wig. So just, you know what I'm saying, ride the wave and be cooling, you know what I'm saying? Because take advice from your elders, take advice from the people who's more experienced, and it's going to groove smooth like that. Whoa.
That's deep.
Heavy.
That's
heavy.
deep.
I appreciate that.
Y'all gotta check out that video. Honestly, it's been a minute. Like, you give me, I don't wanna compare you to anybody because you stand alone in your own like standing, and I mean that. But the poetry is not just lyrical, it's visual. You know what I mean? And it's like it's dope to watch, man. And it's like if y'all want to see something cool, if y'all really want to get in tune and you know what I mean, elevate yourself with music, not just listen to vibe out. And you can vibe out. That's not even what I mean. But just really, really be in tune because it's the type of music I feel like changes the way you think that day. You know what I mean? Like, I start listening to it and then I start moving a little like, okay. You know what I mean? It's dope. It's dope. It's dope.
Whoa, appreciate that.
Speaking of that, because you were your younger self, your older self, I feel like everybody has those trials and tribulations, right. Especially when you get to a certain level of like age. You look back at your younger self and you start like,
5 years,
you know, like realizing the common sense you thought was out of order, just out of order. Everything you did was out of order, and you're lucky to even have made it to where you did, and you started to appreciate your life in a way that, you know what I mean? And even your younger self, you know, all the love you needed, because a lot of that shit is that, you know what I mean? You start giving it to yourself, too, because that helps you in the future. But what puts you in that place? You know what I mean?
You know, so from beginning to end, like, you know, like the whole thing is like, you know, like I study spiritual practices, you know what I'm saying? I'm into something called Ifa. Shouts my Babalao, my mentor, Chief Elijah. Peace, man. That's that. You know, he put he dropped a lot of gems on me. You know what I'm saying? So me, like, you know, like in the beginning when I first came in, I was rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? So when I was younger, you know, I felt like, and even just like different things. I also study martial arts. I've been studying martial arts for 8 years as well.
Yeah, they teach
so,
you to come in the
different things is just showed me that everything is a journey. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like the way that I look at it is that, you know, when you first start in the beginning, you think you got it all figured out, and you're later towards, like, you know, as you keep progressing little by little, you realize like you start to slow down. Because things are not as fast paced as they have to be. No things, you know, when you start to, you know, you start to zoom in and then zoom out and realize, like, you know, when you slow down, you're able to really see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're smaller, you know, you want to explore. You want to go over here. You want to go over there. And my whole thing is like, you know, I wanted to be able to do so many things all at once. But when you're older, you realize you have so much time to do everything, and you know you don't want to spread yourself thin. You know what I'm saying? So I started to realize, like, you know, like I gotta kick it for the youth that also think, you know, because like I said, I grew up in the same environments as everybody else who got it rough and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is like, you know, like if I had somebody as well older that was able to kick the knowledge and, you know what I'm saying, kind of just like sit me down and tell me like, yo, like, you know, like, because a lot of things go over our head, you know what I'm saying? That's when we're younger, you know, we're confused in the sense of like we think
we don't know enough.
Yeah. It's just we get confused and you know, because a lot of people is telling us this, a lot of people is telling us that, and that's just how, you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles in reality. Because my whole thing is like, you know, like the less we know, the more we want to explore. So I just wanted to bunch it all in, you know what I'm saying, into a 2-minute 53-second rap for people to just kind of be able to just start to defrost and just kind of be cool and start to really tap into themselves. You know, that's all it really was, you know.
I commend you for that. That's very important, honestly.
I appreciate that.
And even what you see now, and I'm sure it feels lit now, but 10 years from now and all the growth you'll see in other people because of it, like that like, you know, I see that already, and I'm proud of you. I commend you, and I'm excited to see the journey. You know what I mean? Because we definitely gonna stay locked in for sure.
I appreciate that. Heavy.
I feel like, and it's dope, right? Because I'm sure that that's what brought you out of just doing your own artistry and opening up your own space. Because as I mentioned earlier, you're an entrepreneur, a businessman. Shout out Mo Peasley.
Shout out Mo Peasley. That's
You know
my
what I mean?
partner,
Effortless
man.
family.
Shout out Zay. He not here, but he here every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Talk to me a little bit more about that. What was the journey with that? Tell us more about, what it is and,
My entrepreneurship, so since I was a young kid, man, I was always an entrepreneur. I remember I was in first grade, and I had Pokemon cards, man. Shouts Rafael Frias, man. That motherfucker
I had Pokemon cards.
That nigga used to come in first grade,
cards too.
have $5 in his pocket all the time. I had no money, you know what I'm saying, as a kid. Yeah, I had $5, and I remember I sold them. You know what I'm saying? Like legendary cards, he'll give me $5 for each card, and at that point, you know what I'm saying? That's when my entrepreneurship first started.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing,
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
and then going even deeper forward, like I was working as a busboy. You know what I'm saying? In a restaurant, and I feel like I was getting pushed down all the time. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to shoot up. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is like, I wanted to go further since the beginning. So. What I did was, I always put some money to the side from working as a busboy. I used to work in good spots, man. I always worked fine down there.
Busy work too.
Yeah, it was busy all the time.
Yeah,
heavy. I used to work in Noble, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to Drake, he was the first one who mentioned that, woo, woo, woo. And so, I was working in Noble, I was working in Late Cirque, I was working in, in
Coast-Tata. You was at the spots.
So I was making cool little amount that I could tuck to the side, you know what I'm saying? I was in my corner chilling. You know what I'm saying? At the work job, stay quiet, didn't do too much. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you gotta do. You there to get money.
Yeah, I didn't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I didn't settle. So once I had enough that I was able to, you know what I'm saying, break out and just be cooling. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm gonna do my own thing, and just like little by little. You know what I'm saying? Mo was doing the same. He was working. He used to be a doorman and stuff like that. So we was moving around, man. We was doing a little bit of this. We was doing a little bit of that, and. Little by little, we just got together. Because I know Mo since I was a freshman in high school. We went to the same high school. We went to Manhattan Center. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Down in East Harlem. And yeah, man, from the beginning, Mo was always a very intelligent cat and always used to think outside the box. So he was a rebel, and I felt the same way. So I'm like, this, you know what I'm saying? We linked up later down the line, to say 7 years later down the line, and we was just, I saw him coming out of the store. I was coming into the store. I was like, yo. We shook hands. He looked at me. I looked back at him. I'm like, it's ready. We ready. And then we did the whole thing. We got it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
popped
beautiful.
open. I was 21 when I opened up the studio.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah. So
ahead of your time.
Yeah.
Man.
So it's been 6 years. That was 6 years back.
Wow.
And now we over here now. 6 years later. We about to open up a brand new studio, you know what I'm saying? 3 rooms instead of 1. And it's just, now we just moving around, man. We doing what it do. You feel me?
Yo, Effortless Family. That's amazing.
Effortless
Again,
family,
shout
the
out Mo
gang.
Peasley.
Shout out
Must
Mo
be the-
Peasley, man,
yeah.
the gang. And Zay, too. We got the bro Zay rocking with us, too. And there's the trio, you know what I'm saying? The 3 Musketeers.
Shout out to Zay.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
definitely got to tap in.
From beginning
Yo.
to end. Whoa.
Not for nothing, though. I got to hear about what you got coming next. We've heard about your journey, and this is the creator's journey, so I definitely wanted to learn more about that. But I need to know what you got coming next, because y'all got to tap in.
Word. I got a lot of things saying in the, you know what I'm saying? Saying in the
heard
memory
that.
banks. And not only that, so since we got the studio, since we opened up, you know what I'm saying? Me and Mo used to sit down and go back and forth with a lot of music. Like we just got a lot of music popping and just was like working since early to late. You feel me? So I got like 300 songs in my hard drive just chilling, cooling, you know what I'm saying? So what's next is just, whatever feels clever, you know what I'm saying?
Is heavy.
Yeah, heavy. So but right now, I'm just working on, like I said, because when you making music, you do so much music, and then later on down the line, you start to outgrow it. So I'm just trying to see the things that still fit from before, and then that's when you realize things are timeless. You know what I'm saying? So all those things that I feel like is still relates to today, I release that. You know what I'm saying? And I will release that. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as it's fire and I'm comfortable with the sound, and I feel like it still relates to today from yesterday, I'm putting it out. And my whole thing is, everything that people could relate with, everything that people going to resonate with, everything that's going to make people feel good, make people feel happy, you know what I'm saying? Make people feel like, you know what I'm saying, they want to break out their shell, they want to bust out that, you know what I'm saying, that, you feel what I'm saying? Because everything that keeps people limited is their thoughts, you know? So I want to just help people understand that they limitless, you know?
That's
and
beautiful.
I just do it like that, word.
Yeah, well, shout out to you, man. Like I said, I'm excited for your journey.
I appreciate
We definitely gonna tap in and keep. Yo, you already know what time it is.
Make
sure that you follow K.Sims, Effortless Family, Mo Peasley, Zay.
Sir.
They got a lot of things coming. I'm excited to see it. I know you are too.
Yes, sir.
One more time, tell them where they can find you.
K.Sims_effortless and the bro Mo Peasley, just like that, straight up and down, y'all.
You already know what it is. Airs Entertainment, Creator's Journey.